excellent special teams by the Eagles. So starting inside their own 20, James Conner carries across the 20-yard line. Murray dumps it off. Zach Ertz with a first down. Picked up 5. And catch made for a first down, falling across the 25. That is Zach Ertz now in back-to-back games with injuries on that offensive line. They're shuffling people around, but they have the mobile Jalen Hurts on a second down 10. And there is Dallas Goedert, but the Cardinals are there to knock him down around the 10-yard line. Devontae Smith motion. Hurts from the pocket with plenty of time. And it's intercepted, dropping into coverage. Jalen Thompson. The pass appeared to be headed for A.J. Brown, but a deep drop from the safety Thompson, and he comes up with a takeaway.
Coverage there, just drops right underneath that one, and Hurts just never saw him.
Quick pass to Smith. Devontae spun around at around the 24-yard line by Byron Murphy Jr. And the blitz is on. And Jalen Hurts is running around. And eventually they got him. Zach Allen.
Well, the backup, Colt McCoy, still injured, though. Probably don't want him running as much.
James Conner with a solid run inside the 45 of the Eagles. And an Arizona first down. Catch made. Hollywood Brown trying to shake loose, and he does! To the end zone! That's going to be a Cardinal touchdown! Kyler Murray to Marquise Hollywood Brown.
You see Brown shake his way to the inside, and he shakes Epps on that one. But what I love about that is that Brown knew he was going in T.J. Edwards' area in that linebacker spot.
Yeah, we'll get to the guys at the chuckle on Jimmy and Kurt a little bit later. We have to finish here as Conner follows the blocks. James Conner powering his way all the way down near the Eagle 20-yard line. Devontae Smith is drilled by Byron Murphy.
Drives on the ball, drives through the tackle.
Trying to set up something that's Rondale Moore, who's going to get a first down all the way up to the 35-yard line.
Wow. All kinds of space out here.
Hurts, the blitz is on. And they got him at midfield. The problems getting in their plays, which is an issue that had cost them in a couple of games. Murray open at midfield and taking off is Rondale Moore. Inside the 40 of the Eagles. Benjamin, a good receiver, comes to the bottom of your screen. And he has the football. And he's taken off. Benjamin with a first down inside the 30 of the Eagles. Jonathan Ward is ruled out with a hamstring. Rondale Moore has done a lot of running from his receiver spot. And there's Kyler Murray running. Wiggling his way down to the 11-yard line. First down Cardinals. Tried to adjust it to the style of Kyler Murray just because of the effective calls. Powering his way. Benjamin has a Cardinal touchdown.
Watch big Will Hernandez pull in front on this one. Benjamin getting a little bit impatient. Say, okay, I'm going to get my hand on your back, but he gets the block.
A quick flip. Sanders will lose yardage. Byron Murphy there again. Play clock running down. Just in time. Hurts does throw. And the pass is incomplete in the end zone for Quez Watkins, but what a hit. On first down, Murray will keep a designed run, and he's got a first down all the way up near the 40. He hadn't run much today, but when they needed it, he responds.